action continues here. We got another great heat out on the water. We have our defending champ, Yago Dora, coming up against Jake Marshall and Matthew McGillivray. Again, winner moves on to the round of 60. Those Brazilians are moving up the rankings at a fast pace. Opening ride here, Jesse, for Yago Dora.
Yeah, I just love the rhythm that Yago has on this wave specifically. He's always able to find the perfect time, and as you see it right here, look, that section is not easy. There's a lot of froth, and he was able to time it perfectly with the backwash to make that turn look even bigger and finish it off very strong. A lot of board control, tail control. That was beautiful.
Also, we'd like to welcome to the booth Strider Wazalewski. Strider, it looks like he's still in great form right here.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, he's one of those surfers that I think has caught the taste that he wanted to taste when he was in El Salvador. And he had a kind of a rough start to the year, and there's not one guy on tour that will argue with that.
Yeah, not one.
Here we go with the South African, Matty McGillivray, on the backhand here, swinging the CI through its paces. A little bit of a messy finish there for McGillivray, and he is out of there. That's going to be his first score in this matchup at the 22-minute mark.
Like, it's just a tough wave. Like, you see it, the water is always moving. There's a lot of backwash, mostly with the steep beach that we have. It makes it even worse. So it's hard to find timing, and you see a guy from J-Bay, which is the opposite. It's the most perfect wave in the world. So yeah, it's a challenge. It takes time.
Yeah, you can take a look right now at the technique. Channel Islands Pro 19 under the feet of Matthew McGillivray. That board right there, that's 6'1", 19 inches wide, 2.5 inches thick with that CI Pro 19. And new Jake Marshall in 2025 as well on the championship tour. And here he goes. Marshall just has to float through that section, and a little bit of frustration. That wave did not open up at all.
Time to go above the lip, but trying to make sections and trying to make things happen, it makes it a little harder.
Look at this bouncy takeoff here for Matty McGillivray, and you can just see by the skitter on that turn.
It's just they're already that good, and they're already that consistent. But now with these facilities, let's talk about that after Yago.
Dora searching for a section, eases through a cutback here. Right back into the whitewater. Wave steepens up on the inside. Big layback hack. Quick turn. Big snap again. Finding rhythm down this wave. 3 turns so far and gets the finish. Not really, but some dynamic turns before that. He's going to ditch that 2.17 that he has as a backup and increase his lead over the rest of the field.
Does it seem like he's having any problems right now? Like every placement of turn and every time he was approaching the maneuver, he was in the perfect time. You see right there, backwash with the turn. Another one. So the rhythm here is very important. So he can break the rhythm in between the wave to match the speed and the backwashes here so well.
It seems like he knows exactly when the DJ is going to drop the bass, and he hits it right on that money mark. And it's really fun to watch him surf. I mean, he's putting together, an easy, fun. He's got half the chips on the table now. He's like, okay, I'm about to go all in. You can feel it coming. So I think we're going to see even more out of him.
We'll get back to some surfboard talk because we're talking live action here. Jake Marshall skips out there on that sharp eye, but I was going to ask you, Strider, with Yago.
For every surfer, so it's pretty fun to see.
The surf craft is in effect, and remember, quarterfinals on, the Vissla CT Shaper rankings kick in.
Yes, I do have some info on him. I rode sharp eye for a few years. I'm not currently riding for them. We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that because we're going to see how the board performs right now in live action, finding a gem of a left right here. Oh, my goodness.
Maneuvers at the end.
We'll start here. What happened on this wave, Jess?
Well, very bumpy wave. He actually managed to get a good turn out of that. And then right here, the backwash, once again, is just like the bouncy of the wave. Like, he kind of he catches you off guard, and he got the nose right there. But this is a beautiful turn from him. Very tricky to do. But even right there, you could see his nose catching a little bit. And then this wave got a little bit steeper. Does a nice bottom turn right there. Gets this turn a little bit more on rail, even better. And as he was thinking he got it, he ended up falling. He just catches you off guard.
For Jake Marshall, that's going to sting. Stinging the lip there, coming out of that turn, was Yago Dora. So we'll catch up back up with Yago Dora, who's currently in the lead. Back to live action here with Yago Dora. He's our heat leader, rolling into this one. Whitewater climb to come through. Hooks it on the forehand, and he's out of there. He does have the lead over Matthew McGillivray, as well as Jake Marshall, his Kaipo girl, Jesse Mendez, Strider Wazalewski on the call here. The active it is, again, another example right here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like twisted right now in my head. Just going back to that 10-point ride we saw of him, you know, landing from the top of that wave to
Here we go, Dora, heat leader, uses priority, has to skip through this section, still searching for some open face, and he's not going to find it, so he's going to hand over priority to Jake Marshall. Marshall needs a giant number to turn the heat, however. Can they still do it in 2 waves right now? Oh, we'll find out, because here we go. Matty McGillivray chipping away at it. 2 big turns on the backhand. That should do the number and lessen the requirement for the South African.
Yeah, no doubt. This is going to put him back in the game for sure.
right in the pocket. I mean, the wave gave him the opportunity too, but you can see how shallow his bottom turn was, where it was like now he's more reacting to the what's coming at him instead of trying to draw out a bottom turn into those maneuvers, which is exactly what I wanted to see on this replay. And you can see it. He just sees a lip line and he's trying to get into it, and that's gonna give him a pretty solid mid-range number to put him back in this game. He's got time too on the clock. It's gonna put Yago in a must-do situation.
This driver trying to pick his line. Jake Marshall up, out, and will lose his priority.
Time to do that if he wants. So he has to stand up on a wave and better his 2.93 only. It's very low scoring heat for him so far. That would do it.
Coming back to some live action there with Jake Marshall. Was that a make, or did he not ride out in control, Strider?
And that's what I feel like we have right now.
Matty McGillivray hangs on to that. That was a big off the top there. He's like in amazement that he made it. Matthew McGillivray, remember, he just needs under a 7-point ride to turn this heat. Did he just do that, Jess?
Enough, but it was definitely a tall wave, but we're going to have an answer from Yago right here.
Here comes Yago. Quick cut to start. Lip glide there. 2 turns for Yago Dora. Wants to ditch a 6.2 that he has as a backup. So the plot thickens, and this is coming right down to the wire, Strider. Score owed to us for Matthew McGillivray and Yago Dora. They counted it as a no-make, a 0.4. So it will be Yago Dora moving on into the round of 16. Matthew McGillivray, Jake Marshall. We'll see them in the elimination round.
Thank you, Joe. I'm here with the defending champ, Yago Dora. Yago, I'm sure Saquarema is a really special place for you. But how are you arriving in this event now, especially after all this momentum you have been building?
Yeah, it's great to arrive here after having a really good event in El Salvador. And I want to carry this momentum I built there to this event. And it's a place I really feel comfortable, so I'm really looking forward to just going out there and surfing my best.
And only by looking at your results this season, we can see that it feels like you're finding yourself better and better. What do you think is changing for you in your mindset as a competitor?
Yeah, I think the start of the season, I was kind of overthinking everything and trying to just like not letting my surfing do the talking. I was just maybe doing too much, and after I made the cut, I just told myself, okay, just go out there and try to surf and try to do your best in each wave and each heat, and that's what I've been doing, and it's been working well for me. So I wanna keep that same mindset.
And what about the forecast for the rest of the event window? How are your expectations for that?
Yeah, it should be waves like all the way through the end of the event window. Today it was really fun, a little hard to position, but some really nice waves, and I think the next 2 days we'll have similar conditions, and I'm looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to watch you surfing too. Congratulations. Thank you, guys.